Hi, this is Stuart Ross, co-founder of the Six Figure Mentors, and thanks for coming through to check out this video where I'm really going to get straight to it and I'm going to address one of the most common questions that we get. In fact, I'm also going to even address some concerns that we hear about. But the specific question that we're always asked is, how on earth have we been able to create a system, a legitimate system that helps our students to earn while they learn? Because let's face it, it's a big claim. You only have to go out there and research online, different ways of building businesses, making money online, and there's a ton of hype, exaggerations, false promises, and dare I even say scams. So it's pretty fair that people checking us out really want to know the facts behind how we actually help our students to get those kind of results where they're actually earning money whilst they're learning. And when I say learning, what I'm specifically referring to is the skill sets that are required to transition from the struggling economy that we all hear about into this new digital economy, or in other words, making money from our computers. And it's fair to say millions of people all over the world love this idea of building their digital life, making money on the internet from wherever they are. But the reality is, unfortunately, maybe it's due to a lot of the rubbish that is on the internet. A lot of people think it's as easy as pushing a few buttons, or they avoid making the transition altogether because they don't believe in a lot of the crap that's out there. So they just steer clear because there just seems to be so many false promises and, quite honestly, crap, being thrown at them. So what I want to do in this video is really explain to you what it is that we've done, why we're so different, and more importantly, why this could be a really, really exciting venture when you get started with us and start going through our training program. Now, before I go onto the whiteboard and actually show you the system that we have in place and exactly how we're going to help you to earn while you learn, I want to just share something with you. And what I want to share with you is really something that I thought about and learned about and then started to apply in my life in around my mid-20s. But before I go into the details, what I want to tell you is my first business that I started was actually a franchise business, and I failed miserably. It involved cold calling, it involved traditional sales, door to door. And the truth is I wasn't cut out for it. I'm not a particularly great salesman, I'm not the worst in the world, but I'm really, really bad at dealing with rejection. So as a result of that, I didn't manage to get that business off the ground, and I failed pretty miserably. But what I took away from that experience was that the thing that really held me back, the thing that really stopped me succeeding in my very first business venture, was the fact that I was quite honestly rubbish at getting customers. So, when I left that business and came away with a ton of debt and went back with my tail between my legs to my job, the thing that I promised myself is that if I was ever going to go back into business, I was going to make sure it was in a business where I wouldn't have to cold call and chase customers, because I knew I wasn't any good at it. I certainly didn't have the money or the investment to invest in sales staff or professionals to go out and do that. So I really wanted to sort of have a business, but I just didn't know what it was that I was going to do. So that's when I actually turned to the internet, was after this failed business experience, and started to look at different ways of starting an income stream online. Now, like I said, I came away with this light bulb realization of that the reality is business is about getting customers. It didn't matter whether I was offline, it didn't matter whether I was online, it didn't matter if I was selling widgets or shoes or handbags or candles or whatever it was. If I was going to go into business, I'd need to have really marketing skills, the skills to actually go out and get customers. And the other side to it is keeping them, but that's kind of like a video for another day. And what I kind of realized was that, let's face it, getting customers has got to be a lot better online. It's got to be a lot easier, there's got to be a much bigger audience, there's got to be much better ways of getting customers than maybe going from door to door, or trying to pitch or sell or cold call or any of the old traditional stuff. So I set out at 25, nearly 26 years old to learn how to get customers online. And the fact is that is, the best decision that I ever made in my life, because I went into the online world with that mindset of, I need to learn how to get customers online, rather than thinking, what systems or what push button money get-rich-quick schemes could I get involved with. I turned to the internet looking for a coach and looking for someone who could teach me how to use the internet to get customers, even though I had absolutely no idea what I was going to sell. And the reason I share that story with you is because I do believe a lot of my success comes down to the luck of that terrible experience with failing in business in my first few months, and you know, going to the internet with that mindset, because I think most people turn to the internet looking for, you know, special systems or secret systems, or you know, even looking for business models that are going to kind of like just do everything for them. They just need to put their money in and the rest will happen. And you know, the reason I tell this to you is because I want you to really think about that, and really think about, you know, what is it that's going to, at the end of the day, make you successful online. And you know, the answer is, if you haven't got it already, is getting customers. So the reason that we created an Earn While You Learn program is because what we wanted to do is teach our students the skills required to get customers online. The problem is with most courses out there is you've got to learn, you know, how to get websites online. You've got to learn how to do sales copy or copywriting. You need to learn the technical things. You need to learn about markets and different products that you can sell, whether it be your own or whether that be as an affiliate. You then have to learn how to convert those those customers into buyers, and it's, you know, this whole huge steep learning curve to really even start to get your first results. And that's really what makes us very different, is because really what we're going to be focusing on when you first get started with our training is literally the skill set of going out and getting customers 365 days a year, 24/7. And you know, that's the thing that makes the internet world so interesting, is that we can actually use tools and technology to do that whilst we're sleeping, whilst we're traveling, whilst we're doing the school run, or whilst we're, you know, doing the things that we'd want to be doing, which is why it's so appealing, because there is an element once you've got everything set up where, you know, you really can scale your business, but without having to put more time, energy and effort. In fact, if anything, it gets easier. You know, you can put less and less time in as you get more and more resourceful, and as you get more and more skilled at using tools and technology to not only get customers, but to sort and sift and turn those customers into buyers. So anyway, I've talked enough about that. What I want to do is jump onto the whiteboard and share with you a little bit more about our system and what it is that we're going to be doing with you to help you start getting results and earn while you learn. So let's jump onto the. Okay, so what I want to do first of all is actually talk to you about the marketing system that you're going to have access to as a six-figure mentor student. And then what I'm going to do is briefly talk about the training and explain how it all ties in together. So like I said, I'm going to get straight to it. First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to get access to what we call lead capture page, and also a lead capture page system. Now, you've either used them before, you might not even know what I'm talking about, but one thing I can absolutely guarantee you is that you've entered your email address into these lead capture pages in the past. That's probably highly likely why you're here right now. And the point is that this is your shop window, and to do business online, you really need a shop window. If you can imagine walking down your high street, you make a decision on what shops you're going to enter based on typically the window, maybe the brand. Obviously you're going out there maybe specifically for something particular, but the point being is if you're walking down a high street that you've never walked down before, the shops that you're going to enter are really going to be based on the shop window and what you see. Well, it's exactly the same online. You need a shop window for people to make a decision on whether they're actually going to enter or not, okay? Now, this could be a free report that you're offering. This could be a free video series, it could be a demonstration, it could be a webinar. What the point is what you're typically going to be doing is offering something in exchange of their email address, okay? And this is what we call, like I said, I'm going to put LP, a lead capture page. And just to be clear, we have these in the system pre-built, ready to go, as we have systems for you actually to create your own, okay? So regardless of what it is that you're selling, or what it is that you intend to sell, or whatever it is that we're going to recommend that you sell, you have a choice. You can use ones that are ready, pre-built and ready to go for you, or you can actually get involved with creating your own without any technical skills whatsoever. Now, once somebody goes past your shop window, once somebody lands on your lead capture page, they're going to make a decision whether they're going to enter or not. And what happens is, once somebody enters, the same as a shop is typically what you're going to have is some product or something to offer for the customers to buy. And again, one of the reasons that people struggle to get started online is because they don't have any products. Well, again, we're going to resolve that because we actually have products for you to sell, okay? Now I'm going to put SP, okay, and this stands for sales page. And what we're going to do is we're going to provide you with sales pages for high quality products or offerings that we know people are looking for on the internet. Now, once somebody enters your shops and goes to the page, what they're going to do is they're going to make a decision. That decision is whether they're going to buy or not. So what we're going to do is we'll put buy here, and we're going to put not buy here. Now, one of the great things about the online world is that because we're using lead capture pages and rather than a traditional shop front, is what we're doing is we're getting the email addresses, we're getting the contact details from the customers that are entering our shop. Okay, and what that enables us to do is if they don't buy, if they go into the not buy category, we have more opportunities to go back to them with either other offerings, okay, or we have the opportunity to continue to build relationships with them and maybe sell to them in the future, maybe the same products in the future, but once they're ready, maybe they want to wait, maybe they're not ready right now. You must have walked into shops yourself, you've seen things that you want to buy but you're not quite ready, so you've left. Maybe you've then gone on to buy the product from another shop because you've completely forgot that shop existed. Well, this is one of the things that makes the digital economy so much stronger, is because we've got tools and technology to continue to follow up with our subscribers, even if somebody's entered our shop the other side of the world. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, when they buy, this is the great thing, you start making dollars. And we actually have this system in place where we have shop front windows, we have sales pages with offerings that you can go and market, so you can start making sales immediately. But quite honestly, what you're going to find is less than 4% of people that ever go through your shop front window are ever going to buy, and that's based on selling a low cost product. And when I say low cost product, typically I'm talking below $40. Now the truth is that when you've only got a 4% or less conversion rate and you're only maybe making $20, $30 or $40 per sale, you're going to need a lot of customers coming through your shop window to make a decent amount of money, okay? And this is where most people struggle, is because they get their first product. You know, they create their first ebook, or they create their first product to sell, or they're an affiliate for a product. And the problem is even if you go through the learning curve of getting this stuff put together, what you're going to realise very, very quickly is that having one product in your shop is very, very, very difficult to get momentum and start getting results. So this is again where our system solves the problem, because what we're actually going to do is we're going to provide you with a product suite. Okay, so a suite of products for you to offer to not only the people that haven't bought the first time they've come through your shop window, but also to the people that have bought your first product, who are probably going to go on and buy more and more products. In fact, your best list, your best people to contact when it comes to actually offering other products are your buyers. So the idea is always to get people from not buying into the buying cycle, and the best way to do that is by having multiple offerings and multiple different products. And again, like I said, our system has that taken care of. So I just want to be really clear, this is a very, very basic understanding of how our system works. First of all, we're going to provide you with the shop window, okay? And not only one shop window, multiple shop windows. Our product line is focusing at education. So our products are focused in teaching and education, training and coaching. What you'll learn when you get started with our system is that that is one of the best industries to be in online, because let's face it, we're in the information age, and that's what people are buying. People are buying information. So when you're selling information that's educational, it's a really, really good industry to be in. So the second thing is we're then going to give you products to sell and offerings where you're going to be acting as a reseller or an affiliate. So basically we're going to pay you for following our training and plugging into our system and helping us to grow our business. And the reason I love this model is because it's a win-win situation. That's why we have such a good invested interest in you, is because we're going to provide you with literally six-figure technology. You know, we've invested multiple six figures in creating this technology, and by you paying a very, very small fee, you're going to get access to the very same technology that I use, that my business partners use, that our students use, for a fraction of the cost. And the way that you're going to pay us back, I suppose, if you want to look at it that way, for the tools, the technology and the training, is by actually acting as a reseller of our program. And then it's a win-win situation. You know, one of the things I could never get my head around online is that, you know, if you've got the secret to making all this money online, why would you want to share it? Why don't you just, you know, go on holiday and be on the beach and do it? And, you know, typically that is the case, that most people are selling products that are quite honestly a load of rubbish. And the way that they're making their money is by selling how to make money. Well, what you're going to find that's completely different with us is that we're actually leveraging you in a win-win situation by helping you to learn the exact skills, by using our tools and technology to sell our products which are high quality products in the digital economy, helping people get educated with multiple different things online, from lead generation through to conversion, through to building businesses from start to finish. In fact, we have products that cater for literally everybody, for people that just want to get their feet wet and test the water, right through to people that want to have consulting, you know, working with business coaches to build and grow whatever businesses that they're in. So this is the system in a very, very, very basic understanding. The education side, which I just want to explain, is done through really two key delivery mechanisms. The first one is through live trainings and what we call webinars. So each and every week we offer multiple training webinars for you to come on, where mostly, particularly on a Thursday, we're going to be focusing on getting customers and how to get customers online. And if you wish, you can really start to apply that immediately into the marketing business system that we're going to give you. This is a business system. So you don't have to think about, oh God, I've got to go out and create all of these lead capture pages. I've then got to go and find products to sell or create my own products. You know, we're going to give you this education. This is how you're going to earn while you learn. So like I said, that's going to be, that first delivery of education is going to come through the format of live webinars. And if you miss the live webinars because it's not your right time zone, or you're not available, you're not, you know, able to make that particular call, everything is archived and you can access it within 24 hours to go through that training. The second way that we're going to give you access is through step-by-step modules. Excuse my writing. Okay, so you're going to have instant access to those modules and you're going to go through them step by step in order. And what we're going to be doing again is we're going to be taking you through the step-by-step foundations of getting results online, both leveraging our system, but also selling other people's products, or maybe even going down the route of creating your own. For the majority of our students, what they tend to do is really get into this learning mode of getting customers, plugging into the various different shop windows, lead capture pages that we have, plugging them into the offerings that we have, the various different offerings, and also some of our partner offerings, starting to get momentum, earning while they're learning, and, you know, taking their businesses and scaling their businesses week after week. In fact, you know, one of the things that we do on our trainings is we highlight case studies and success stories and some of the results our students are getting. One of our students recently had their first $40,000 month, and they only got started with us in September 2012. And they're already at a level of, you know, multiple six-figure business. And we're going to be highlighting, and, you know, you're going to have access to our private community. You're going to be communicating with other members. This is the real deal. You know, we're not another lame internet marketing program where you're going to be buying into something that's just going to teach you a system or a, you know, plug and play, press button and make money. We're actually going to be giving you an education that you're going to be able to apply to anything that you do online, because we're going to focus so heavily on this principle of getting customers and the most effective way of doing it. And once you've gained those skills, literally, you've heard this saying before, but the world is your oyster, because you can go out there and you can go and sell hundreds of products, you can create your own products, you can sell other people's products, and it's just, you know, a great way of making a living, in my opinion, because you don't have to be commuting, sitting in traffic. You can do it from the comfort of your own home, and as long as you're prepared to learn and get to work, there's absolutely, and take my word for this, no reason that you can't make that transition from the traditional economy into the new digital economy. So anyway, this is Stuart Ross. Thanks for coming through to check out this video, and I look forward to hopefully meeting you very soon inside our community. Take care, over and out.